So, what do job searchers, a leaky washing machine, and ChatGPT have in common? I'll tell you. So, this weekend, I found myself, unfortunately, dealing with a very large leak out of my washing machine. Now, my first inclination was to obviously call an emergency plumber as well as a technician. Luckily, I took pause. And the next thing that I did is I said, wait a minute, maybe I should reach out to my network of friends and family to get some advice on how I could possibly fix this and who could help me fix it. I then took a secondary pause. And in that secondary pause, or moment of reflection, if you will, I learned that I had a new tool, GPT. So I reached out to my GPT new friend and just started to give it the general information of the washer and generally what I was seeing. From there, it quickly identified probable cause, the three most likely parts that most likely was causing from that probable cause, and then also step-by-step instructions of how I should investigate to see if it was right. Now, lo and behold, once I started to get in and take it apart and look at the pieces, it was quite apparent that not only was GPT correct, but it had given me all the correct layout as well as the potential cost that it would be for a repair person to come in and do it versus me. Now, this isn't for everybody, but what this does do is it gives very clear understanding of how this has to do with the job seeker. When disaster happens, no matter what that looks like, maybe you lost your job, maybe you left your job, maybe you tried to pivot and it didn't work, or you want to pivot and you're not sure how. That feeling of loss or concern or worry or lack of understanding of where to go is just the way I felt when I realized there's a half an inch of water on my floor. This is when we have to take those emotions and pause and reflect. We look to, of course, our network, just like I did end up calling a friend to come over and help me. But we go to that network because we need the reassurance as well as direction. It's just like a job seeker. Secondary from that, we need tools and utilizing those tools efficiently based on our strategy. It's exactly what I needed. I needed to understand, was it right to make the call to the plumber, to make the call to the technician, or was this something that I could handle on my own? GPT helped guide me in that. It helped give me the directions. This is something we teach 100% all the way through our program, is how do we self-assess and how do we understand then what tools are needed in that exact moment. So whether or not you just got the bad news, or maybe you've been working through this job seeker situation for the 6 months or so, or maybe you're someone who's just concerned because of the uneasiness of what's going on with the federal government and some of the larger corporations that have admitted that they're going to be doing layoffs over the next quarter. There's nothing wrong with preparing. Having the right understanding of where your resume sits, your LinkedIn profile, as well as how your network's going to play into your strategy. It's good to understand what cards you have in your deck. If you'd like some additional information and how to get some help in doing this, reach out to me directly. Of course, you can always set up time through my links. And most importantly, just know that there's most likely a tool that you can utilize to help your situation. And you're not going to be left stuck in a bottle of water. I can assure you of that. Thank you guys, and I hope this was helpful.